Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we'll be continuing the modern history lesson. So modern history lesson continue grow, and today the modern history lesson number 3 is what is land revenue system. Land revenue system grow, and we'll be doing a couple of MCQ for your NPSC as well as NSSB preparation. So let's start the video, and if you like this content you can subscribe to this channel, and it will be very helpful if you share with your friends as well, those who are preparing for your NPSC as well as the NSSB preparation. So let us start the video. First of all, revenue settlement the case of Tinda India, that is the zamindari system and the raitwari and mahalwari. The zamindari system though सबसे top the British government dago, it is zamindar dago means landowner, and peasants. The peasants kamba poisa dina zamindar kamba British government gido. The zamindar system was introduced by Lord Cornwallis in 1793 through the Permanent Settlement Act, and it was introduced in the provinces of West India, East India, that is Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa, and Varanasi. And it is also known as the Permanent Settlement Act. The zamindars were recognized as the owners of the land and were given right to collect rent from the peasants. While the zamindars became the owner of the land, the actual farmers became the tenants. So the tax was paid even at the time of poor yield. So it 11 per step back and 1/11 belongs to the zamindar, and 10/11 belongs to the East India Company. That is, for example, 1100 as 100 rupees to zamindar gani jo, or 100 to British East India Company lu dero jo, and the peasants were exploited by the Permanent Settlement Act. So this is the Permanent Settlement Act. Next, the right-wari system. Right-wari system though Thomas Munro or Alexander Reed Pashuruja in 1820. This was a primary land revenue settlement in South India. The right-wari system though South India de in the provinces of Madras, Bombay, parts of Assam, and Kurk. In right-wari system, the ownership rights were handed over to peasants. British government collected tax directly from the peasants. Unlike the Permanent Settlement Act, right-wari system though the farmers were the main collectors, zamindar kan thakane. The revenue rates of the right-wari were 50% and where the land were dry, and 60% for irrigated land. Though the ownership of land was vested with the farmers, excessive tax impoverished them. Furthermore, tax rates were frequently increased. That is, in the right-wari system, farmers can get directly right means tax collect koriya. However, the tax collection is high dekshe, and sometimes 50% for land mati suka tagle, and 60% for means bal mati tagle. And they bobo farmers can directly tax collect koriya, it won't be a problem. But because of the excessive tax by the government, by the East India Company, the farmers suffered losses. Next, the mahalwari system. Mahalwari system the Gangetic Plains kande kuise. Idu like northern India, Punjab phale na. And it was introduced by Mackenzie, Holt Mackenzie in 1822. Right? Remember this date, 1822, and right-wari the 1820. More or less, first though Permanent Settlement Act and right-wari system, after that mahalwari system. Right-wari system no Lord Cornwallis, Permanent Settlement Act or the zamindari system. Right-wari system though it was started by Monroe and Reed in 1820, and mahalwari system though 1822 by Mackenzie. Aroido Northwest India, Punjab, Sindh phale. In Central Province, Northwestern Province, Agra, Punjab, Gangetic Valley of East British India. In this system, land was divided into mahals. Each mahal was comprised of one more villages, means village the bakroje each ekta de duita tinta village this is known as mahal. The entire village was considered as a single tax unit collection. The village headman or the village committee was assigned to collect the taxes. The ownership were vested with the peasants. Kali zamindari de middleman dekje. However, right-wari or idu mahalwari no zamindar was there, and the tax rate was excessive of the system too. The Malbari had many provisions to both the zamindari and the rightwari system. So zamindari system though 1793 deje aro edu kun under deje Cornwallis na. Next though rightwari though 1820 deje aro Munro Thomas Munro aro Alexander Reed deje aro yete middleman takane directly peasants kan contact korise. And next is Mahalwari system. Mahalwari system though Holt Mackenzie deje Holt Mackenzie aro kita shuru hoise 1822 de. Our zamindari system to East India, Orissa, West Bengal phale, rightwari to South Pradesh, and Malwari to Northwestern province, that is in Punjab, Sindh, Agra, Gangetic Valley, etc. So this is the Permanent Settlement Act for exam purposes. Let us go to the this MCQ first. Who started the rightwari system? Rightwari system kun shuru it was started by Thomas Munro. Thomas Munro 1820 de. Which governor general introduced the permanent revenue settlement in India? Permanent settlement ido kun Lord Cornwallis 1793 de. Also known as the zamindari system. Who authored the book Poverty and Unbritish Rule in India? Poverty and British Rule in India do kun Dadabhai Naoroji. With reference to the rightwari system, consider the following statement. Rightwari system though is the rents were paid directly by the peasants to the government, correct? The government gave pata to the riots, correct? And the land was surveyed and assessed before being taxed. So edu tinda bhi correct ase. The answer is 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following statement correctly defines the drain theory as proposed by Dadabhai Naoroji? Dadabhai Naoroji though British poverty and British rule in India the drain theory tai dina ase. The drain theory ki as a correct term do, that is means India wanange sukai dela, so that part of Indian wealth or total annual product was being exported to British, which the Indians got no material returns. Question number 5. There was no independent development of industries in India during the British rule because independent takaneko British rule because of heavy industries. India the heavy industries takane kali chutumotu industries thekse. Because if you look at the other options, scarcity of foreign capital, India was one of the richest countries before the British came to India. Scarcity of natural resources, no, we have lots of resources. Prevents of the rich to invest in land. The rich do not invest in land. Question number 6. In the Taj, the rights of the tenants of lands in Bengal and Bihar were given to the Bengal Tenancy Act. So kitya idu tenancy decision in 1885. When was the first tea company established in Assam? Assam, the first tea company established in 1839. Question number 8. Consider the following statements. The most effective contribution made by Dadabhai Naoroji to the cause of the Indian national movement was what? The Dadabhai Naoroji la Indian national movement contribution ki that he exposed the economic exploitation of India, interpreted the ancient texts and restored the self-confidence of the Indians. Wrong. He did not have anything to do with history. Stressed the need for eradication of social evils before doing anything else. He do wrong because he did not stress on any social issues. Rather, he was on the economic aspect of India. That is, drain theory, British and poverty and un-British rule in India. So, Dadabhai Naoroji specialty is in economics. So, it is only 1. Question number 9. Under the Permanent Settlement Act of 1793, the peasants were required to issue patas to the former, which was not issued to many zamindars. The reason was that there was no official check upon the zamindars. So, zamindars had more power in the revenue in the Permanent Settlement Act of 1793. Question number 10. The tendency for increased litigation was visible after the introduction of the land settlement system of Lord Cornwallis in 1793. The reason for it is normally traced to which of the following provisions. So, after the introduction of the Land Settlement Act, Lord Cornwallis pa increased tenancy shuru hoise. Ki karne koshi kirido? Making zamindar position with respect to right to the peasants karna je. Making the East India Company an overlord of zamindar. Making judicial system more efficient. This of the Cornwallis la kam je. So, none of the statement is correct. So, The answer is none of the above. Making the judicial system more efficient, it was the work. It was not related to any zamindari. Making East India Company overlord, no, because the zamindars were required to pay the East India Company, means 11 parts there. Kali East India Company to iku overload, means iku they did not have any control over this, making the zamindar position vis-a-vis the riot. So this, none of them is correct, so none of the statements are correct. Question number 11. Which of the following were economic critics of colonialism in India? Tadabai Narajbi Daksha and British rule in India, G. Subramanian Iyer and Ramesh Chandra Dutt. So din tabi economists Daksha. So there were 1, 2 and 3. Sir Thomas Munro is associated with which revenue settlement? So Thomas Munro do kunna de associated. It is the right system established in 1820. The term imperial preference is applied to case. Imperial preference. Imperial means the British Empire. So special privileges to British imports in India. Question number 14. Who considered that British economic policy was disgusting for India? So Karl Marx said this. Karl Marx is famous for Communist Manifesto. Communist Manifesto. He wrote it with Frederick Engels. So Karl Marx. Who introduced the East Marari settlement? It is East Marari, the other name of Permanent Settlement Act. Permanent Settlement do alag nama it is East Marari. So it was started by Lord Cornwallis. Question number 16. Who is the exponent of the export theory of economic drain in India? Economic drain in India, the drain theory do Dadabai Narajas. In British system, right-wari system was prevalent in South India. Northwest India sin falida Mahalwari and East India falida kirekja the permanent settlement, and right-wari South direction, that is Madras Presidency. Idu sobte. The right-wari system was introduced in Madras and Bombay Presidency. This I have already explained you. This both of them is same. The title Viceroy was added as a central office to the Governor General for the first time in Viceroy do Kidare, the Government of India Act 1858. After the revolt of 1857, Lord Canning established himself as the first Viceroy. Prior to 1813, which of the following measures were not adopted to exploit the Indian economically? Means in Indian kange exploit gule ki kundu korana gule free trade policy dena. Itu tinda to kuresha to exploit the Indians. Which British military rule officer defeated Tipu Sultan, Napoleon Bonaparte, and eventually became the Duke of Wellington? So itu tinda to kunaje. It was Sir Richard Wellesley. Who among the following started the PWD? PWD 1848. Lord Dalhousie. He is famous for introducing the Widow Remarriage Act 1856. However, it was by implement Gorse, Lord Canning by implement Gorse. White mutiny by the European soldiers was staged during the period of Lord Canning. Lord Canning, he was the first Viceroy of India. Tala time there, it was great. The Indian Revolt of 1857 deksha the mutiny deksha. Indian Revolt of 1857 ke Sepoy mutiny made. Sepoy mutiny. However, white mutiny is by the foreigners. It killed white mutiny after the Government of India Act 1858. The soldiers in Europe were forced to serve in India. So foreigners can serve because of this the white mutiny was started. So let us look to question number 24. Widow Remarriage Act, prohibition of sati, age of consent of marriage, and abolition of slavery. We don't need to memorize all of them. We only need to memorize one or two. Widow Remarriage Act to it was Lord Dalhousie. 1856 ne. Prohibition of sati to William Bentinck. That is A for B1. The answer is this one. Identified Act passed in 1856 means 1856 the kiki law passed Widow Remarriage Act, General Service Enlistment Act aro Religious Disabilities Act etu tinta je abolition asa di 1829 diuje. So only 1, 2 and 3. Separate electorates to kunba introduce krise Parliamentary reform deje and it was provided in the 1909 reform. Muslims kange separate electorate dishe. The Cape of Good Hope to kunba reje Bartolomeo Hollywood India de kun lengue Vasco da Gama 1498 sorry 1498 sure but the answer is Bartolomeo. Which of the following is recorded as a Magna Carta of Western education in India? India the Western education kunba shuru hoje British kamba and kundu first step like the dispatch of Charles Wood 1854 aro because of this 1857 de tinda university established krise at Calcutta, Madras and Bombay tinda de. The British Paramountcy of India was completed in 1856. 1856 there maladministration garne Lord Dalhousie batai award ke annex kurche. After this it will last stage. It will the British manamba kitari takan they did not expand the empire. After the Government of India Act of 1858. Question number 30. The Treaty of Amritsar. Amritsar do Maharaja Ranjit Singh aro kon no de sign kurche. It was signed within Lord Minto. Question number 31. The greater the number of forts you hold, the weaker will be your power. Let our forces be on the sea, because if we should not be powerful at sea, everything will be at once against it. This sentence implies that mala navy do kara hoishikle to hoijaw. Kiman be fortress build kurle it will make you weak. So this was said by D. Almeida. Almeida is a he is the Portuguese governor. To which Governor General goes the credit for taking steps to stop the human sacrifices? Means human sacrifices gone kanba konba shuruje Lord Hardinge 1. What was the occasion of the Portuguese handover of Bombay to the British? Means Bombay do kina ona British lode aise bushikle to Tana King Charles means Prince Charles to the Portuguese princess Catherine of Braganza ke shadi korna British kamba British kange do Bombay do as a dowry didije. Why did the British resort to downward filtration theory? Downward filtration theory ke jukle to means British manambe believe kurshi ke komba manangi education diwo and iduwa manangi alag spread korna jabo. So it is related to the justifying the education policy in India. So the last question is from which Mughal emperor did John Mildenhall try to obtain the farman? So John Mildenhall do tai farman means straight kurule kundu king badai mangse it is Akbar the Great. Akbar the 1607 de morisha. So with this the revenue settlement and some miscellaneous question on modern history has been completed, and I hope you all are preparing well. So we'll meet you in the next class. So thank you guys for watching, and the PDF will be provided in the link description. You can join and you can also download the latest current affairs. So thank you for watching and have a great time. Thank you.